Hello, I'm Mr. Spelling. No, I'm not misspelling. And this is my YouTube channel where I teach spelling rules because spelling rules. Now, as always, all my PowerPoint slides in the background of this video are available to download for free. The link is in the description below. And if you can spot the spelling mistake in today's video, please write it in the comments. Now, let's get to today's lesson. Today, we are learning how to turn adjectives that end in Y into adverbs by changing the Y to an I and adding ly. But before we get to today's lesson, let's have a look at what we should already know. Last time we learnt an adverb is a word that describes the verb. So if I had the sentence, the YouTuber danced crazily, crazily is the adverb in that sentence, and it is describing the verb danced. How did the YouTuber dance? They danced crazily. And last time we learnt that to make an adverb, you can just add ly, or if it ends in ick, you need to do something different. You need to add ally to the end of the word. And to ensure that we never ever forget that spelling rule, here is the song that we learnt last lesson.
Making adverbs, give it a try. Most of the time you add ly, but if it ends in ick, don't be silly, don't add ly, add ally.
So that's what we have learnt previously, but now let's get to today's spelling rule. And it goes like this. Making adverbs. When the base word ends in Y, change that Y into an I, then you add ly. Now, can you say it with me? It goes like this. Making adverbs. When the base word ends in Y, change that Y into an I, then you add ly. Now, let's do it with the music so we never ever forget it. It goes like this.
Making adverbs. When the base word ends in Y, change that Y into an I, then you add ly. Making adverbs. When the base word ends in Y, change that Y into an I, then you add ly.
Let's go.
Now it is my turn to apply the spelling rule. And the first word on our list is the adjective happy. And we're going to turn it into the adverb happily. Now, most of the time to make adverbs you add ly, but if it ends in Y, you do something different. Now have a look at this word. Does it end in Y? Yes, it does. I've coloured the Y at the end of the word, so hopefully that stands out. So what do we do if the base word ends in Y? We change that Y into an I, then we add ly. And if we do that, happy becomes happily. The next word on our list is the adjective angry. And we want to make it into the adverb angrily. So have a look at the word. Does it end in Y? Yes, it does. So we're going to change that Y into an I and add ly. And angry becomes angrily. The next word on our list is the word clumsy. And we're going to make it into the adverb clumsily. The man danced clumsily. So have a look at the word. Does it end in Y? Yes, it does. So what are we going to do? Change that Y into an I, then you add ly, and clumsy becomes clumsily. The next word on our list is the word sneaky. And we're going to make it into the adverb sneakily. So to apply our spelling rule, have a look at the word. Does our base word end in Y? Yes, it does. So what are we going to do? Change that Y into an I, then you add ly, and sneaky becomes sneakily. The next word on our list is the word slow, and we want to make it into the adverb slowly. So have a look at the word. Does it end in the letter Y? No, it doesn't. So we're not going to apply our spelling rule. To make slow into an adverb, all we're going to do is add ly, and slow becomes slowly. Now it is time to look at the exceptions to our spelling rule. And the spelling rule we are learning about today does not apply to one-syllable words. Words like shyly, slyly, dryly, coyly, and wryly. So there's a few exceptions, but there's not many of them, which makes it a pretty good spelling rule. We should also note that the word daily is a one-syllable word, but it does follow the spelling rule. So I guess you could say it's an exception to the exception. Now it is your turn. I want you to apply our spelling rule. So can you make these adjectives into adverbs as the music plays?
Here we go. Making adverbs. When the base word ends in Y. Change that Y into an I, then you add ly. Making adverbs. When the base word ends in Y. Change that Y into an I, then you add ly.
Let's go.
Happy is the word. That is.
If you need more time to answer these questions, you can pause the video. If not, here are the answers. Happy becomes happily, ending in ILY. Speedy becomes speedily, ending in ILY. Lazy becomes lazily. Ready becomes readily. And stealthy becomes stealthily. Almost finished, but we are going to do the activity one more time. But this time I've made it a bit harder and included an exception and included one word where you have to apply a different spelling rule. So, can you turn these adjectives into adverbs as the music plays?
Here we go. Making adverbs. When the base word ends in Y. Change that Y into an I, then you add ly. Making adverbs. When the base word ends in Y. Change that Y into an I, then you add ly.
Let's go.
Happy is the word.
The answers are kind becomes kindly. Just add ly to the end of that word. Hasty becomes hastily, ending with an ILY. Shy becomes shyly. Hopefully you remembered that we don't apply this spelling rule to one-syllable words. Messy becomes messily, ending in ILY. And magic, that's a word from last week, but it ends in ick, so we add ally, and magic becomes magically. I've been Mr. Spelling. Thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm super excited that I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Now to end today, I've got the online learning challenge. These are 5 words that I want you to apply the spelling rule to, and for these words I'm not going to give you the answers. And the purpose of this activity is if you're doing distance education or at-home online learning, you can find the answer to these questions and send them to your teacher to prove you have watched the video. So if you want to take part in this challenge, you can do this activity now. If not, I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Are you ready to make adverbs? When the base word ends in Y. Here we go. Making adverbs. When the base word ends in Y. Change that Y into an I, then you add